we are the Icepeak team.
Welcome behind the wings!
I faced several challenges when creating the bird. I wanted to strike a balance between the usual anatomy and stylization. I drew inspiration from successful bird characters in movies, like Piper and Legend of Guardians. In our case, creating skeleton and muscle for such a small bird wasn't relevant and a waste of time. Therefore, I have to modify the body to be rounder and closer to the shape of the bird with feathers. For texturing, I'm focused on visual parts such as the eyes, beak, feet and claws. I use XYZ textures on Marie to create a more detailed and nuanced look. The wings were the most complex technical aspect. We wanted him to be able to open and close them. I had to place the feathers manually according to the reference we had. I also had to keep the folding of the wing realistic as possible. For this, I use surfaces allowing the feathers to follow the movement of the arm. Then, I corrected the position of some feathers with a set-driven key to keep a more natural look. I also include in the rig some guide groom for the crest.
Last year, we animated a bird for the first time to understand its behavior and characteristics. We used online references and we also recorded ourselves imitating the bird. References allowed us to acquire realistic timing, appealing and natural poses, and micro-movements that will bring details to our animations.
Initially, we were going for a photorealistic animation, but it ended up to be too fast and too nervous for screen readability. We had to find a balance between our desire and the public expectation by stylizing and adding emotion to our main character.
Our main challenges were dealing with grooming restrictions and finding a workflow that evolved with the rig without breaking the simulation. Additionally, we had to blend our styles and animate the same character as a team of 3 animators, which united us in the effort.
Ice breaking is a significant obstacle that I encountered while working on effect. I needed to work closely with the environment artist to confirm that the UVs, shading and geometries were working correctly during all the fracturing process. I had to make quick retakes, which led me to employ several procedural setups. One of the key setups involved the large-scale fracture. So I use curves and masks to blend the closed and open fracture geometry. I use matrices a lot in my RBD setup, which allow me to manipulate the look of all the pieces with mask and vector, making it easier to achieve the desired look.
Our goal was to strike a balance between expressiveness and realism in the design of our bird. To achieve this, we faced the challenge of developing a grooming system for the bird as well as a flexible grooming tool. The red crest required a joint and a control system to realistically simulate movement based on animation, while the tool allowed for effortless transfer and adjustment for the bird grooming.
The bird's breath in the animation provided the desired simulate effect on the feathers. I created a system that wrapped the feathers onto the animation with the minimum of deformation. For easy recaching, I developed a really simple HDA. I also created a custom guide simulation for the ears and added a feature that allowed me to replace the guides that didn't work well using a blend shade system.
For the look depth of the feathers, I used a combination of multiple air shaders controlled by custom attributes to use proper melanin values for each color of the bird's grooming. My goal was to give a realistic look, as well as keeping vibrant colors in different lighting conditions.
Finding suitable plant species for scanning is essential to get accurate results. In some cases, a specific plant species may be not available for scanning in a particular region. For example, the Alaskan cedar shares similarities with the cedar trees found in France. By exploring different locations, such as the National Park of the Cevennes in France, we found alternative plant species that meet our scanning needs. To create a natural look and react bird movement, we use moss on certain shots. I use a grooming system to generate realistic moss trends with customizable length, density, and direction. This technique simulated weight interactions with the bird for an immersive visual experience.
In addition, I developed a realistic and procedural ice shader for the various ice formations in the movie. I spent a lot of time researching and experimenting with different techniques to create a shader that not only looked accurate, but also had the right level of translucency and depth. Lighting ice can be difficult, as it requires capturing the way light reflects off the surface and refracts through the ice. We carefully crafted the lighting for each shot to convey the mood and atmosphere of the scene. In the compositing phase, we took great care to ensure that all the separate elements of each shot blended together seamlessly. We adjusted colors, contrast and brightness levels to enhance the photorealism and beauty of the scene. We used deep compositing to get accurate defocus on the bird with the help of PG bokeh. We also added special effects such as lens flares and atmospheric effects to enhance the overall visual impact of the movie.
Hope you enjoyed. Bye!